out these types of games this year?
I can't really answer honestly. I mean, we were up, I think 31-14 in the fourth quarter. I think they scored and we came out and fumbled on the first play, and that gave them momentum. And then I think they came and scored off of that fumble, and I feel like that brought us down. I just feel like we have to keep our heads, like no matter what the score is, no matter if we turn the ball over or score, we just have to keep our foot on the gas and keep playing.
How physical the game was for you?
Excuse me?
How physical the game was for you?
It wasn't that physical. I mean, they weren't the defensive backs weren't really pressing as much. But I just we were trying to take it. We were trying to take it to them running the ball and blocking out on the perimeter. So it wasn't that much of a physical game, I say.
Your 30-yard touchdown pass. Did you have a double move, or how did you kind of lose him right before the ball got there?
It wasn't a double move. I just ran a fade route. He when the Sommer threw the ball, he tried to he bumped into me and I think he fell, but I just happened to stay in bounds and I just ended up catching the ball.
Anything else for Ralph? Thanks for that. Next up is safety Jeremy Chin. Had his 9th interception of his career today. And 13 turnovers forced in the last 21 games. Questions for Jeremy?
Jeremy, why do you think the team just struggles to close out games like this one today?
Yeah, I don't have an answer. All I can say is we're going to keep on working. We got to stay focused throughout the game. We were up 31-14, I think, at one point. So we just got to keep on fighting throughout the whole game and treat it like it's tied or we're down. So.
You came out of the game at one point with your wrist. Was that an injury? Yeah, obviously you came back.
Right, it was my shoulder. I dislocated my shoulder.
They've had a share of their big plays. They didn't have a ton of them today, but why do you think you just weren't able to slow them down in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, like you said, they didn't have too many big plays, but the ones they had, they were crucial. So, and a lot of those plays came late in the game. So late in the game, that's when it matters, and they made the plays when it mattered.
How frustrating was that with 4 penalties?
It was very frustrating, and like being on the field, you can't think about it. You just got to reset your mind, control what you can control, and that's what we tried to do out there.
Coach, you'll make an opening statement and then take some questions.
Yeah, obviously a disappointing loss to be close in so many games, and then to get up and not be able to close one out. It's a tough loss. You know, that's a good football team. I think that they'll be in the playoffs, and you know, in November, competing against a team like that we had the right plan and the right effort and commitment from the guys to the week as far as what it was going to take to win it. And you know, quarterback got hot down the stretch, and we didn't have an answer for it. And we'll keep fighting. That's what I talked to him in the locker room, and we really got 14 days left together. It won't be any different until they tell us the season's over. And as far as our fight and our preparation, guys continuing to get better. There's going to be stuff on film that we're happy about. A lot of guys made some plays and played their butt off, and then there's going to be some things that hurt to watch that could have made a difference in that game.
I guess just the first question of the fourth quarter, just how did you balance trying to run the clock out and trying to be aggressive?
Yeah, just you know, first, second down. That's how we've been. You know, is we're gonna, you know, run the ball, try to get Matt outside the pocket, give him some throws. You know, in third and medium, we did that. We just didn't make that big play there in those last couple drives. You know, obviously we fumbled the one, but Mixon fumbled in the fourth quarter on the first play of the possession. Seemed like we were on the sideline for a while there. And then really just didn't get a drive going there down the stretch, and that's on starting with me, and then we've got to execute some on third down, and but yeah, that's always a tough call. You can't go start airing it out when you're not a team that just sits there and airs it out all the time. You got to be able to run the ball down the stretch. You got to block them up and grind out some first downs and close out games. That's what good teams do, and we weren't able to do it.
I think Mixon's fumble was on the handoff, Nick?
No, it wasn't on the handoff. It really wasn't. He was up in the line, and he started to bounce it, and he just fumbled. You know, there's not much. I mean, we'll keep handing it to Jonathan Mixon. He's been a guy that takes care of the football his whole career in tough yardage situations, yards after contact, just like he did the entire night. It's one of those things where he dropped the ball in a tough situation.
He was pretty great today, though.
Yeah, I mean, all yards after contact, it's tough to run on that front, you know. I just got to see it, but not, you know, 99 wasn't making plays in the backfield like he had been. I know the Sommer got sacked a couple times scrambling around trying to make a play, but as far as our guys up front taking care of the initial line of scrimmage, I thought we did what we needed to do to win this game in the run game, and you know, that 97-yard drive was an impressive drive for those guys, running the football, grinding it out from our own goal line, going down and finishing it with a score. But we needed one more.
On that touchdown that tied the game, you seemed a little infuriated. What happened there?
Well, I was talking about the you know, they had 60 yards of penalties in the drive, and they threw a flag on our sideline for an assistant coach saying, throw the flag, they're holding. Never seen that before. If there's not anybody on their sideline yelling to throw a flag, I just, you know, it wasn't cursing at him. I mean, they threw a 15-yard penalty on our sideline assistant coach. And then I felt like, you know, after the play on the one pass, they could have called one on one of their players, but that's where it is. Same guy, so that's just between me and him, I guess. Well, it's the same thing. I mean, I've said this all along. It's tough to play DB. You know, you're in man-to-man coverage. You're in great coverage. The ball's thrown short and inside, and the receiver gets to come back and make a play, and then you spin around and there's contact as a penalty. You know what I mean? It wasn't an undisciplined You know, it's just the way that it's the way it is. I mean, it's kind of like the last play. That's why we threw it to Ralph, because they're going to call a pass interference if you get it anywhere close, and you know what I mean. You can't touch the receiver, so they know that too. They started attacking it, and we're in good coverage, but you just can't put your hands on them.
You get tired of saying you can't play a complete game.
Yeah, but everybody's tired and frustrated. But you can't do anything about it. I mean, every minute that you sit there and complain about something, you're wasting time and trying to find the answers. And that's what we're committed to doing. I truly believe that we're close to getting there. You know, we're playing a lot of good football teams here, and we got 2 more down the stretch, and I feel just as confident with our guys going out there and competing to get a win next week in this league in November, where teams are putting everything they can to play in the playoffs like that team, and we're right there, not getting out personnel, or it's coming down to 1 or 2 plays that unfortunately this season they haven't went our way. That's 3 games that we've had an interception on the final drive that's been negated by a penalty. SEMO at home, Lucas Geeling picks it off, they call roughing the passer. Youngstown State, we pick it off in the end zone, they call pass interference. This week, Chin picks it off, and they call it that he brushed his face mask. You know, those are tough. You know, those are tough to swallow. Whenever you make those plays, you probably win the game. And so you're there, you know, and I don't know if those situations are coaching situation, you know, like what that is. But we're going to keep going back to work and keep competing and fighting.
After a tough loss like this, how do you shift your focus to South Dakota State?
Well, it's just what you do, you know, that's the nature of the business. Sometimes things just don't go your way, you know, and it's tough to be in that situation. As coaches, you got to model the way, you know, with your attitude. All of our character is really being tested at this point, and you know, I've said this time and time again this entire season, and it's, you know, when things are going good, nobody was really watching. You know, are you doing all the little things during the week? Are you on time to everything? Are you still sitting in the first 3 rows in class? Are you coming through this hallway with good body language? And you know, when things are going good, a lot of problems get masked over. You know, when things are tough and you're 2-7 and you've lost a lot of close ones, you got to dig deep, and that's what we all sign up for. You know, is keep going. It's up to, you know, we got to, like I said, model the way, and it won't be any different. We'll come in here tomorrow. The schedule hasn't changed. We'll watch that film. We'll talk about it as a group, and we'll get out on the field tomorrow and make our corrections and get right to South Dakota State to put together a game plan to go beat a top 10 team in the country. And I feel fully confident that we'll go out there on the field next Saturday ready to win a game.
They contained Matt really well, took away running lanes. Was that the missing piece for you guys in this game?
I mean, I think that we did, you know, enough on offense. You know, we scored, you know, 31 points in a November Missouri Valley game. You know, it's tough to score in these we talked about their defense is a good defense. It's got a defense that can play in playoff football up front. They've seen Matt on film, you know, for a few weeks and see his strength. And Matt didn't really have that big scramble that he's had in the past game. You know, they're athletic up front. They did a good job trying to box it in, and we knew that as time would go on, people will probably start spying Matt, not turning their back to Matt and letting him take off. And so we got to, the same thing, got to adjust and keep working.
You can't really say the defense played poorly, but you thought 31 points was enough, right?
Well, yeah, but we've got to win a game no matter what it is. I mean, you go back and forth. They got us turnovers. Knighton's pick was big, and we scored. It's team football, you know, whether you got to win it 38-34 or you got to win one 10-7. You know, that's what good teams can do. And it's not a this side or this side. It's team football. And there's going to be a game where we need to win it. 10-7, and it's tough sledding, and we just got to get stop after stop after stop and play good on special teams. And so you'd like to be able to get a stop down there, you know, when you punt it to the 4 and play it, you know, well, I thought Lane, you know, flip the field twice and make them work. And but it's a team thing, you know. Every phase will look back and have a hand in this one.
I just want to ask you, did you, when you played, did you win some games that maybe you shouldn't have? Because some of these.
Yeah, you've been a lot of, you play it long enough, you're going to be in games that go your way, and some that don't. We've won them here whenever I played and had explosive offenses. I mean, I remember my senior year, we beat Western 10-9, and we had a lot of good players on offense, and we couldn't do anything, and our defense played well and grinded one out in Macomb. And yeah, then you have some that just things go your way, you know, calls go your way, fumbles go your way, you know, like where it's just, hey, you hand it off the guy fumbled the ball, we got the ball, let's go score. So we just got to stick with it. I mean, it's frustrating at times, and but we got to go finish out these last 2 weeks against 2 top 5 teams in the country.
And you're confident that your team, the guys that show up tomorrow, are still a unit?
I mean, you saw it out there. I mean, that's a team. They were up 31-14 on a playoff team. It didn't look like anybody was quitting or outmanned. You know, that wasn't the issue. They were playing their butts off. The sideline was locked in. Our redshirt freshmen are right there in every single play. I'm proud of those guys for their commitment that they put in during the week to go give themselves a chance.
Anything else?